The S in SMART stands for specific. So one of the first things that you're going to want to do is to make sure that your goal is specific. One of the reasons why many people don't achieve the things that they set out to achieve is because their goals are too vague. They're not specific enough. You're going to hear people say things like, I want to lose weight. Yeah, but how much weight do you want to lose? I want to make more money. How much more money do you want to make? So you want to make sure that your goal is specific. Think about your goals that you're setting and ask yourself, are they specific enough? The more specific your goals are, the more likely it is that you're going to be able to achieve them because you're going to be able to see exactly what you need to do. If your goal is too vague, you're not going to know the specific things that you're going to need to do to get there. So it's important that you set specific goals. The M in SMART stands for measurable. If you think about someone who sets a goal of wanting to lose weight, what do they do every day? What do they do multiple times a day if they've gone on a diet? They want to see if it's working, right? So if they want to see if it's working, what do? They have to measure their progress in some way, and the best way for someone to do that who wants to lose weight is to weigh themselves so that they can see whether or not they're on track to achieving their goal. It's the same thing with other goals. You want to set something up that's measurable. So if someone says, I want to lose weight, and they are losing weight, but you don't really know how much weight they want to lose. If they set themselves a specific goal of wanting to lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 20 kilos, or whatever it is, it's more likely that they're going to be able to achieve it. And then when you measure yourself, then when you weigh yourself every day, you're going to be able to see how much closer to your goal that you're actually getting, okay? The A in SMART stands for achievable. You're going to want to make sure that your goal is really something that's realistic, that's something that you can achieve. Now, I will tell you this, sometimes we are not able to determine whether our goal is achievable. Sometimes we need help. We need help from someone who's an expert, someone who knows more than we do about that specific goal. And so you might want to look for someone who can help you to get that if you can't determine whether or not your goal is achievable by yourself. If I said, for example, I want to run next year in the World Championships of the 100 meters and run alongside Usain Bolt, you know, I haven't even been training. I haven't been training for a long time. I'm 20 years older than Bolt. So what that tells me is that's probably not going to be an achievable goal. You see what I'm saying? So look at your goals and ask yourself if you really and honestly believe they're achievable. Ask someone who knows more than you do to help you just double check, just to make sure that it is going to be achievable. And if you determine that it is not achievable, then ask yourself what you're going to be able to do or what you're going to need to do to make sure that it is achievable. The R in SMART stands for relevant. Now, this is what's really important here is to know that big goals are made up of little goals, okay? So big goals are made up of little goals, which means that if your goal, for example, is to become an actor, if your goal is to go get another job as a hairdresser or to work in a bank or whatever it is that you want to do, make sure that that goal is relevant to your bigger goal in life, which has to do maybe with the way that you want to live your life, the quality of life that you want to have, the style of life that you want to have. Does your goal that you're setting for yourself, does it fit into your overall picture of life? For example, if you want to become an actor and you live in a small town right now and you really, really want to become an actor, you know that you're going to have to move. You're not going to be able to stay there because if there's no acting opportunities where you are, you're going to have to move if that's really what you want. So you're going to have to ask yourself, is my goal of becoming an actor, is that relevant to my overall goal that I have in life and my overall picture of life? Because if you're a small town person and you always want to be a small town person, but you're telling yourself that you want to be an actor, and you know that you're going to have to move to New York, Los Angeles, Miami, Chicago, or wherever, or Sydney, or London, or wherever it is you need to move to, and you don't want to do that, then that means your goal of wanting to become an actor is not relevant to your overall picture of life. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so make sure that your goal is relevant to what it is you want to do in life. And then the T in SMART stands for time-based. What this means is put a date on your goal. Put a date on it. So when you catch yourself saying, I want to lose weight sometime this year, or by the end of the year I want to lose 10 pounds, that's not specific enough. When? Put a date on it. I want to lose 10 pounds by March 30th. I want to lose 15 pounds by July 31st. Whatever it is, put a date on it. You know what the funny thing about this is right now at this particular time of year is because this is the time when people set New Year's resolutions. This is the time when there's a lot of talkers out there. There's a lot of talkers and there's not a lot of doers. There's a lot of people who will tell you that they want to stop smoking, they want to lose weight, they want to get that new job, or whatever it is that they want to do, and they'll say that that's their New Year's resolution, but they don't put a date on it. And so what that does is that just leaves the door open for you not being able to get that objective achieved. So put a date on it. When you put a date on it, it pushes you. It makes you commit to getting that done by a specific time. Okay?